It is the epilogue 1, 2, 3, and the final epilogue number 4. Okay, so this is insane. So they of course end up back in the North Pole doing all the things that they do, but between Juniper and Jennifer's work and David's work and what they're doing in the North Pole, they have come together and created a website showing people how to make these tiny homes. Yeah, because there are tiny home villages for homeless people around the country now, around the world. It's not as many as we would like to see, but then also I love that they acknowledge the fact that this is a difficult situation to try and solve, but they're doing their small part to move this initiative forward. So I loved that. And it was and the chief elf promised to adjust his snarky attitude because he has somebody else he can talk to about his sciencey stuff. So that means that there's not a lot of elves quite as sciencey as he is either, which was interesting. Now we get into page 350. And let's see, so Christmas Eve run. Oh, she's designed a new route that shaved months off of the flight time. Months. So that means your Christmas gifts from Santa take months to get to you. It's not done all in one night. I'm guessing there's something about a time bubble that might be involved there, of some sort. Then the donation box on the Christmas letters. So children who decide that they don't need a toy, that they can donate, that their gift would be to someone else. That's been apparently very popular. And so they did that. And then the official love story part. In Ice Diamond, he proposed. So, and it was a big one apparently. I don't think Duchess would have cared the size. But apparently Nico does. So then we get into epilogue 2. And we start off on page 351. And this is what's happened with David. So I love it. He becomes the mayor. Because the mayor was like, hold up. We can't have homeless people in the park. You didn't do what I told you to do, so you don't get your promotion. And by the way, you're fired. And David was like, okay, I'm fired. I'm going to go run for mayor. And his campaign slogan, really simple. David Carnegie is reviewing the situation. Okay. But it worked. It worked. So his new nice guy routine it paid off because now he's the mayor and he gets to install policies and they get voted on. And and then he creates the Mayor Carnegie Benefit Concert where he gets to sing with all these famous people. You know, if he had sung in that concert back when he was a kid, maybe he would never have been able to sing with all of these very famous people, these famous musicians. So maybe this worked out better. You never know. Then we get to the third epilogue, the dramatic with the quaff epilogue. Yes, Trudy doesn't get caught. Shocked? No, not one bit. Are you shocked? So, she's, let's see. Oh, she's got that go bag at the train station, at the tube. And so she's going to head down there. She gets her go bag and she is hitting the road. And then she is going to wait for the Trudettes and her son to get out of jail. She assumes that they're gonna get out in a certain amount of time. Oh, and then she ends up being back in Edinburgh. So that was interesting that popped up again. And then she's gonna start this all over again because she still wants Santa's sack. Now, this leaves me with a question. Remember about the little bit, maybe there's some magic attached to her somehow? And then the elf keeps saying magic attracts magic. I wonder if her obsession is not entirely about the getting rich scheme and is more about she needs to be in proximity, close to, nearby the magic of the sack. I'm wondering. You have to read book 2 to find out if I'm right. So that leads us to number 4, the final epilogue. So Juniper is there doing her homework, and she just gets that kind of that feeling that made her sit up, and then she realized something was different. And of course her connection with Scara. And who's out on the lawn? Scara, with a gift card attached to his antler. Like, first you put a gift card on the reindeer that ate a letter. Like, this is like dangling a carrot in front of him. Did he just like keep flying because the gift card kept flying and he couldn't reach it, so he couldn't eat it? I don't know, because he seems to just eat anything. So he's there with the gift card and a note. So we head over to page 355. The note read, "Take care of this fella and stay off the radar. Your friend, Nico, the current Santa Claus, at least until you are ready. P.S. You can recruit 1 honorary elf." Of course, she's speculating that Thomas Good has no idea about an honorary elf. Would you want to be the honorary elf? I totally would be. I'd be down for being an honorary elf. So she's off to go see her best friend Jade and ask her to become her honorary elf. I wonder what an honorary elf does too. I mean, we know that she's going to get to know Scara, and they'll probably go for some rides as long as it stays off the radar. That's going to be really hard. They're going to have to either go really early in the morning or, well, technically, really early in the morning. When I say really early in the morning, it's like, when people are asleep or some are just barely getting up. So this is like a midnight flight or a 5 a.m. flight. I don't know. So that concludes our reading of Juniper's Christmas. And I recommend grabbing your candy cane and swirling it around in your hot cocoa and enjoying a very nice cup before you dive into the second book. And stay tuned. I have some things coming up. There will be a book in January. Hopefully it'll be just as awesome, but you'll have to stay tuned for that. And have a Merry, Merry Christmas.